There we go, already. Is that big? Yeah, giant one. Oh my God. Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be fishing by myself in the John boat, and this lake has been producing a ton of super nice fish this spring, so hopefully we can continue that today. The bite here recently has been crankbaits, and that is literally it, but the switch should have flipped right now, which means that all of the fish go from eating moving baits like crazy to bottom baits like crazy during the spawn time of year. So it's a lot of these bigger fish are going to be on beds now, and I'm not going to be sight fishing them, just random casting and hoping you catch a giant one. So still gonna throw some crankbaits super early in the morning. Gonna get out there super early, probably around 6, throw moving baits at all time, and then switch to bottom baits a little bit later in the day when the sun's fully up, drag them around, try to catch a huge one. I've got the square bill on to try in the morning, the glide, and then the citizen, and then I also have on a Texas rig and a jig when the sun comes up. So hopefully we can catch a fish on a lot of different things. But like I said, it's just me today. So I'm going to throw the chest cam on and see you guys when I get to the lake. Enjoy. So out here by myself, starting with the purple-backed soul shad Metro Glide that I've caught 500 fish on. Brought a chatterbait, a jig, Texas rig, square bill, the Citizen, and the Retro CT along with the Metro. So the goal is always to catch a Retro CT fish because that's pretty difficult here in Illinois. So water's way clearer than I thought it would be, which is good. The high today, for the first time this year, is in the 80s. So got a sweatshirt and sweatpants on right now because it's in the low 50s, but we'll be hitting 80 degrees today at some point. Water temp probably low to mid 60s, I would bet. Every time I've been here the past 5 or so times, the only thing that we've caught fish on, actually I caught one on the Metro last time, and I caught one on the chatterbait last time, the 4-pounder on the chatterbait, but before that, every single time it's just a crankbait. So I'm probably gonna be throwing a lot of the square bill today, because if it's gonna work, I'm not gonna complain. Probably gonna fish down to the north end of the lake like I usually do, but last time caught all the good ones, and the time before all the good ones down at the south end. But the north end, generally, if you get a bite down here, it's just where your really, really big ones are gonna be. But I guess the biggest fish I ever caught was down at the south end 2 times ago, so who knows. Water's still got a little stain to it. There we go, already. Is that big? Yeah, giant one. Oh my God. Stop jumping. 3 jumps, really? Get out from underneath the boat. Okay, crankbait. Already got us one. Not good. Well, guys, that's a 3.5 pounder, maybe 4 on the crankbait, and that's the reality of fishing with a crankbait or treble hooks, or not even just treble hooks, just bass fishing in general, is that you hook fish bad and he jumped and I went to let him go, then you just floated right back up. So I've got him in the live well. I'm gonna see if I can get him to kick back to life in the live well. If not, I do not want to just kill a fish like that from something that's my fault, which is hooking him bad, and then just let him go to waste. So I will be keeping that fish because I don't want him to go to waste. Okay. The 4-pounder has been in the live well for an hour now with the aerator on. And she's upright. I might go for a release here. Okay, she seems completely fine now. That fish is 4 1/4, 4 1/2 all day. Beautiful bass. Look at that fish. Didn't even, she was hooked a little bit barely in the tongue and then a little bit in the crushers. Didn't want to swim off earlier. Put in the live well at the aerator for a while. Look at that. She's super shallow right now. Let's see where she goes. Up by that log, going towards the boat. Now, like I said earlier, was planning on eating that fish if I didn't think she was going to live. Had the aerator on for over an hour now, and I wouldn't have released her if I didn't think she would make it. There we go. Super long cast. Texas rig fish. Finally got bite number 2 of the day on the Flippin bait. Little 1.5 pound, 2 pounder probably. Not a bad fish at all on the Texas rig. I mean, that fish just, the second my Texas rig hit the water, came up and absolutely smoked it. Like, I watched him come up like a torpedo and hammer it. Right after that last one, same exact size. He's got something going on right there. Again, with the casting in an inch of water and watching the fish jet out and eat it. That is crazy. These things are in inches of water. They're so shallow. Fish did the same thing as the last one where I completely saw him swim out and eat it like a torpedo. It's a lot of fun when they're doing that. Just need a giant to do it now. Are we serious? So I'm in another flip where I just caught that male thinking, oh, maybe there's a giant female in there. My line takes off. I'm like, oh my God, there it is. There's the giant warmouth. I think this is a real warmouth because of all these crazy colors going on back here. That or this is a green sunfish, red ear, bluegill, hybrid fish. I don't know what is going on with this thing, but he ate a full-size craw on a Texas rig. And I thought it was an 8-pound bass because of the way he took off. Okay. I think that's a bass number 5. This plastic's about done for. That fish was sitting in this like Christmas tree right here in this little structure thing and just took off running with it. And I think that bluegill hybrid thing I caught earlier could definitely eat that bass. There's a muskrat swimming over the whole bundle of leaves right there too. Fish ate right at the boat. He started swimming away with it. Okay. Thought that fish was going to be bigger than that the way it ate, but literally ate it and started swimming at about 100 miles an hour. He was about 5 feet off the bank right here on this riprap point. He was not coming off. Got an absolute beast of a flipping hook on there. That fish was not going to come off. That's not near as big as that first one, but 3-pounder. A lot of fun on the Texas rig. So I thought I'd explain real quick how I'm catching these fish. The first one was on chartreuse crankbait, and since it's just me in the boat, I can really efficiently fish a chartreuse or just any crankbait. I don't know why I said a chartreuse one, but like any crankbait, because I can put the boat however I want it in parallel cast. Then the rest of the fish have been on a Texas rig crawl, and what I'm doing here is just fishing for very, very shallow fish, and a lot of times the most efficient, besides that last one, literally I could see them come up and eat it in inches of water. So I'm making casts to just any structure basically. But most of these fish have just been on, as I get snagged on it, just riprap. The whole lake is riprap, so the fish don't really have any other choice. The thing I like to do that really makes a difference is switching it up from hopping it to dragging it back and forth, depending on if I'm getting bites or not. That fish swam all the way to the boat before I knew it was on there. I thought I was on a stick. That felt like if I had a stick on my crawl and it couldn't get it off. That's what that felt like. He's been caught before. Little guy. I don't even know how many that is now. That fish hammered it. I thought he'd be huge. Sorry, little guy, for that hook set. I thought you were giant. The fish was off the bank a little bit too. There we go. It's been over an hour since I've caught a fish. I'm right here where I caught the 4-pounder last time with Cooper. And I'm just dragging and dragging and dragging Texas rig. Because I fear a lot of them are on beds. Look at that fat fish. So if they are in beds, just dragging it real slow. It's probably the best way to go about it. So that's what I'm doing. And now another thing I do too is like that fish, that could have been the male, so I want to make that same cast again, do the same exact thing, because then the female could eat. It's been a while though. I'm probably about to call it, fish for maybe another 30 minutes or so. Go try down lake where I started again. Then call it a day.